How's it going, YouTube? It's KB Baby here, and I know I've been gone for a bit, but I'm back, just like Fouseytube. Fouseytube actually has been gone for quite some time, but he's recently made his return on Twitch, streaming to about 10k people on average. He's gone right now, so it's only about 4k, and he's got 300k followers. If you don't know who Fouseytube is, well then, I know a perfect series to show you, in case you don't know who he is. Colossal is Crazy is famous for his long-style commentary videos that are infinitely better than mine, and if you want a long-style documentary on all the wonderful, totally cool and not at all psychotic things that Fouseytube has done, you can go and watch that. But to give you the gist of it, Fouseytube is a former prank star on YouTube who is most famous for faking his pranks and trying to get a good message out of it. You know, faking racism, faking racist people in his pranks to, you know, make a positive message about, and you know, or sometimes negative message about America and its issues. And he even, one of the ones that comes to mind in particular is that he faked being a homeless person, and he paid a bunch of actors to walk past him that were obviously, you know, dressed in business suits, and they all were like, fuck off, homeless person. But of course, those were all actors, and they were all faked and staged. So, you know, we're dealing with a very honest and reasonable person. But recently, he has gotten in trouble for trying to Rizz a drunk girl that was sex trafficked, and it's gone about as well as you would expect. And to be fair, I'm gonna try my best to defend him as much as possible, because I don't think he is evil incarnate for this, but it is pretty bad, and it's absolutely hilarious. So I figured, without further ado, let's get right into this. Now, according to Augie RFC, there has been quite a bit of it has been quite hard, rather, to get information on this, because mods are actively taking down clips of this live stream, and they're trying to, you know, cover it up, so to say. So I'm gonna, and because Augie broke this story, I'm gonna read his tweets addressing the matter, okay? Fousey rizzes up a drunk girl at the airport. She reveals she was a sex trafficking victim. Fousey showers her with money, then they leave. 10 minutes later, he comes back. He flexes that he joined the Mile High Club, then claims it was a joke and breaks down, and his chat turns against him. Fousey and his mods have been hard at work deleting every clip, VOD, and YouTube re-upload of the situation, so gathering details of what happened has been extremely difficult. He claims he's spiraled and will be talking to a therapist soon. And then, of course, Colossal is Crazy says time's a flat circle, because he was the one who originally did the documentary on him. Now, I'll be honest with you, seeing Augie's tweets on that, I think it's kind of underplaying it, because it's much worse than what he puts it. It is I've got a sticky note of all the timestamps in this video, because my god, in just 4 minutes, it is some of the most insane shit you will see. Even if you don't know who Fouseytube is, you will probably be mad by this, okay? So, without further ado, let's just get right into this, alright? So, here, I'm gonna use Keemstar's clip to show you what's going on here.
Such a bad person.
I agree.
I'm such a dickhead.
I agree, Fousey. You are a bad person, but just gonna make sure the you guys can hear this. You might not be able to hear me, but I'm gonna be pausing frequently through this.
I'm not. I'm a great person.
You're gonna notice throughout this that Fouseytube will constantly switch back and forth between being, oh, I'm such a bad person, I'm a good person, I'm a bad person. And to be fair, some of this might be down to the fact that Fouseytube is more likely than not manic. I don't know if it's been confirmed, if he's shown any proof from like a medical professional that he's manic, but it's a pretty safe bet. And I think that you will probably be convinced that there's something wrong with him by the end of this clip too. So without further ado, let's get back into the swing of things. I just thought that was ironic given what's about to happen in this video.
How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm so good.
It's a cult, basically. I'm not kidding you.
You're in a cult?
Yeah.
You're sober?
Yeah, well,
Okay,
no.
cool.
I'm not sober. That should be a great red flag to any influencer, streamer, YouTuber. Basically, you probably shouldn't interact with this person, because they might ruin their lives. But Fouseytube takes it in stride.
I have a Discord, right? With like 8,000 members. Can I send them a picture of me and you kissing?
Oh, hey, drunk girl. I'm a celebrity. I'm a celebrity. Here's my wallet. Here's my wallet. I'm rich. I'm very powerful. I'm a celebrity. I got 8,000 people in my Discord. Rizz, Fouseytube. Absolutely stunning. And cunning. Sly, too, you dastardly fox. Yeah, this is not how I would handle it, that's for certain. I would not try to Rizz a drunk girl like this. It's kind of coming across a bit pathetic, don't you think? Kind of pathetic, if I'm being honest.
To piss them off?
Hey, can you piss my Discord chat off? I'm really confident with myself. My 8,000 people on Discord, my 8,000 people on Discord. Did I tell you I have 8,000 people on Discord in my Discord server? I'm kind of a big fucking deal. Yeah, can we kiss to, own them? It gets worse, believe it or not.
Thank you. They're gonna cancel me for this.
He realizes it's bad, by the way.
I don't care though.
But he doesn't care, but he will.
I have a boner right now.
That is pathetic.
I swear to God, you can feel it under my pants. I swear to God.
This is sub W Rizz. Is it not, my fellow dudes? My dudes out there? Ladies, would you be turned on by this? I'm sorry for being rude, but holy crap. Like, I hate... Oh, I'm sorry for being crude. You know what? Fuck it. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not apologizing for anything. This is insane.
Don't tempt me.
Don't tempt you with a good time? Would you join the Mile High Club with me?
That's gonna come back up later.
So I got sold into the sex trade.
This is the face. This is the face.
You got sold in this.
Give me a sec. This is the face of somebody. This is the face of somebody who knows their career is entirely fucked.
You got sold in the sex trade? I actually care about this shit.
Oh, he cares! He cares about sex trafficking, guys! Holy shit! Wow, you think it's a bad thing that people are sold into sex trafficking? They're sex trafficked? They're sold into sexual slavery? Wow. I actually care about that. Unlike everybody else in the world.
I'm like an advocate for against sex trading and all that shit.
I don't like to be like this moral, F-slur, right? I don't like to be, like, oh, this is pretty fucked up, guys. But what else am I supposed to say here? This is so insane. And I feel like I keep saying, oh, this is crazy, this is insane. But am I wrong? Am I wrong? Please, somebody tell me I'm wrong.
What happened?
He was trying to make me a lot lizard, basically.
A what?
Yeah, a lot lizard. I like her.
Yeah, I get it.
He gets it, guys.
First of all, thank you for sharing. I appreciate you.
Thank you for sharing to, my tens of thousands of followers that you were a sex trafficking victim. This really helps my ego. Fuck me.
Being dishonest is a real conversation.
No, it's real. It happens.
Oh, yeah, it's a real conversation, all right. This is really happening.
The audience might not understand, but I've been there.
Oh, you've been sex trafficked. Please, go on.
I used to be a sex addict.
Oh, you were a sex addict. I'm not sure the correlation.
So I used prostitutes for years.
Oh, you used prostitutes. Oh, that's kind of not even close to being sex trafficked, but go on.
I used massage parlors for years, so I understand. How long were you stuck under?
He will elaborate on that in a little bit. It'll be perfect.
The spell.
About 7 months.
Really? I'm sorry to hear that. Look, I just sent you a little something.
Thank you.
I
went to he had a domestic violence case. I'm sitting there in court.
He had a domestic violence case, so it was also, I imagine quite violent, not a good time. Even though it was 6 to 7 months, there's definitely people out there who are on the worser end and the lesser end. It's still pretty bad, I'd imagine. And this is him sending her $300 after absolutely fucking embarrassing himself.
And I'm looking at the screen, and my heart started racing. I'm freaking out, I'm crying. Because this girl is saying all the things that he said to me.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there. He's having me sit on his side in the courtroom.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, to everybody who's sitting here like, oh my God, you kissed her, da da da.
Yes, you did.
This woman was involved in sex trafficking.
Yeah, we know.
The guy who manipulated her and brainwashed her is a piece of fucking shit.
Is anybody disagreeing with that, Fousey? Is anybody at all?
Deserves to die. So yes, I sent her $300 so she can start removing her tattoo and see her.
Or was it to make yourself feel better and to kind of, you know, mute the fact that you're a psychotic idiot?
Kids this weekend. I'm against that. I'm a sex addict. A lot of the women that I used to get handjobs from were sex trafficked.
Why would you admit to that, Fousey? Actually, Fouseytube, why would you admit to that? Please, tell me, why would you admit to that? I have no idea why you would ever admit to this. I don't know how this helps anybody. It actively hurts you. Like, you know, I understand that, you know, a lot of influencers and a lot of celebrities are kind of fucked in the head, but I don't understand how anybody could ever utter those words and think, man, this is really gonna help me right now.
And I'm so ashamed in that. So if I have a chance...
Well, at least he's ashamed, guys. At least he feels bad about
to help somebody... Sorry.
Oh, he basically leaves and he returns.
Sorry. I just joined the Mile High Club.
So he then insinuates that he had sex with this woman. This drunk woman who just told him that she was sex trafficked.
And I know it doesn't count as the Mile High Club because I was in the airport, but I still joined it.
Oh, I'm glad you're getting your terminology right, Fousey. Thank you for being, you know, so consistent.
I swear to God. I swear on everything I love. I swear on everything.
You swear to God this happened, huh?
I just joined the Mile High Club in the airport.
You swear on everything you love this happened?
In the men's bathroom.
In the men's bathroom.
I swear to God. Wallah, I had to confess. I couldn't hold it for a fucking second.
Oh, you have to confess about this thing that actually happened, Fouseytube.
I didn't go to buy her no fucking snacks. I joined the Mile High Club. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have shared that. I'm sorry.
Oh, you shouldn't have shared that. That's the problem with what's happening right now. You shouldn't have shared it. You know, as opposed to not doing it at all. Oh, I'm sorry, Fouseytube. My mistake.
I'm sorry. I'm lying, by the way. It's a joke.
Oh, it's a joke! It's a joke, guys. I was lying about having sex with this clearly drunk sex trafficking victim. We cover some very stupid people on this channel, but I think this is probably taking the case for the stupidest thing I've ever covered. But I don't want to say that in confidence because maybe there's some other shit that tops this, but this right now really feels like it's the stupidest.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a huge joke. It's a huge joke. It's a huge joke. I'm typing I'm sorry in chat. It's a huge joke.
Well, you know, as long as it's just a joke, you know, unlike, you know, you kissing her and being like, hey, here's my fucking wallet, you know, I'm a rich celebrity. As long as it's just a joke, you know, at the end of the day. You know, the kiss, you know, that was just really comedic genius at the end of the day.
It's a huge joke. You got pranked. You got pranked by Fouseytube.
Like your fake pranks? That you lied and tried to make some moral statement because you're an idiot?
You got pranked by Fouseytube. And I got exposed.
And here he is crying like a little bitch.
I'm not a good person.
You're not a good person, but I thought you were giving her money because you're such a good person, Fouseytube. You want to make it up to her. Or was that to not embarrass yourself after, you know, completely fucking up? Oh, look at his chat. They're crying too. Everybody's crying like a little bitch. How amusing. It's okay, you can look at the camera and cry. You know, you don't have to turn away. You can look at the camera and cry like a little bitch.
I wish I had weed right now.
I wish I had weed, bro. That would have fixed this situation.
I wish I had...
I'm sorry, y'all. I fucked up badly. I have a lot of skeletons in my closets. I'm not a good person. I'm sorry. Well, acknowledgement is the first step to fixing this shit. And this is H3H3's Reddit, you know, cesspit, but, you know, they're deleting these messages. I'm assuming of Fouseytube trying to cover up the airport incident. And then there's Fouseytube's tweet that we're gonna get into in a bit. Here's Fouseytube's apologies. Here's Fouseytube's more of Fouseytube's reaction.
How big? Small?
I don't know how much of this we're gonna cover.
Right. I spent my whole career pretending to be a good person. What can I do to get people to like me?
Here's a good tip. Don't do what you just did.
No matter what it was, I'm not a good person. I'm not a good person.
Let it all out.
I'm not. And I got exposed tonight. I'm not a good person.
You've been exposed. This is probably the worst, to be fair. But yeah, you did get pretty exposed tonight.
I had weed right now. Just smoke. I'm not a good person. I swear to
I
God.
wish I had weed. I'm not a good person. Okay, I think we get the gist. There might be gold in this last minute, but I don't think so. To give you some other people out there, here's Mudahar's take. Some ordinary gamers, you might know him. You might not. Not really relevant. Fouseytube takes advantage of a self-admitted drunk sex-trafficked girl at an airport, gives money through his community, but it's called out on shitty behavior, whips out the mental illness card to deflect. Never once in my life could I believe this dude is genuine. Stay away from creeps. And that's probably the gist of this video. The same thoughts from Kavos. Lady tells Fouseytube, pretends to care, gives her 300 ducks, and, you know, he comes back and brags about banging into the airplane toilets. How can he not see how bad this looks? I have no idea. If this is what is true, then what he said way back in the day about, you know, Vitality raping like a prostitute or whatever is totally fake, which I'm pretty sure it was confirmed to be fake, but whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, this was an insane video. I went longer than I normally do. I like to keep it around from 10 to 12 minutes. It's about like 17. It's going to be like an 18-minute video. You might be wondering to yourself, Caleb, if Fouseytube really is genuinely a victim of bipolar disorder, isn't it kind of mean-spirited to go after this person? Yeah, it is. You know what's even meaner? Doing exactly what he fucking did to that person. Now, I don't know if that chick, for all we know, could be completely lying. It could have been Fouseytube, you can't trust a word he says. He could have been lying through his teeth. He could have paid that chick to show up at the airport to give content for his stream. Who knows? Probably not. I would wager this is probably just a luck of the draw. This really did happen. But this is embarrassing. This is just absolutely hysterically embarrassing. You can't trust Fousey on the most basic of levels, manic or not, and the internet just makes people like Fousey all the more worse if he is manic. And it just encourages him to keep, you know, raising the stakes and going even more and more insane. What he did to that girl, if it's true and she was sex trafficked, is pretty, like, to put that out there, and to do what he did, it's really fucking, you know, just, it leaves such a bad taste in my mouth. And I don't normally get this morally, you know, upstanding and grandstanding about these sorts of things, but it's just really just embarrassing on the most, like, almost every level. And I feel like this was a video that I just had to do because it's hysterical in all the wrong ways and the right ways, but, like, I still don't know why he did this. This was completely avoidable, by the way. This didn't need to happen. And I think it was, like, if you think that I was too harsh in this video on Fousey, I would say that this was infinitely less rude to what everything he did to that chick, right? And I don't think Fouseytube is a person willing for me to give sympathy for. He did, to be fair, he did put out a tweet saying that he's on a plane home and he's going to call his therapist and figure it out because he's lost the plot and he wants to find it again. But honestly, dude, I sincerely doubt that Fouseytube is going to get better. Like, he keeps making the same mistakes over and over again, and I think for people like Fouseytube, the best course of action is just to leave the internet. And that's probably not going to happen. This is what he's known by. This is probably one of the few ways that he'll be able to consistently make money in the future, so I don't think that he's going to... I don't know if that's even a realistic option, honestly. It's been a pretty messed up situation all around, but at least it was a funny situation. At least, you know, at least, like, in this situation, while there was, you know, a person that was a victim of, like, sex trafficking. At least, you know, in the present moment, you know, nothing bad happened, and it was just fun to make fun of, right? Well, to be fair, I would argue something bad did happen. This was arguably inexcusable. I don't know how anybody lets this happen. Even if you're manic, there should be so many alarm bells going off in your head that this is a bad idea. Like, explicitly to do this on camera. Like, if this was out in public and you were manic, I totally understand why you do this. But the fact that this is on camera, I don't know, man. It's beyond me. I don't think I'll ever be able to understand it. I don't know if you'll be able to understand it. Maybe you can tell me, give me some... I know I said that I tried to be, you know, to give Fousey some credit here or there. I don't think I did. I don't think I did a good job of that. I think, you know, I was saying that, but as I was going through the video, to be fair, it just wasn't that, because there was just so much wrong with what was happening. But I've been KB Baby. If you've got something you want to say, leave it down in the comments and let me know what you think of this situation. I doubt it will be I doubt you will be on Fousey's side, but if you are, I'd love to hear it. And you're being serious, of course. But if you're new here and you enjoyed the content, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Really just feed the algorithm. It really helps the channel. This is my hobby. Obviously, I don't do this for a living, but I'd love to one day make it my living. So if you want to help me do that, then by all means help me do that. And yeah, I've been KB Baby. God bless you. So stay rad, don't be bad, and yeah, I'm signing off. Peace.